Hey everybody, welcome back to Kumba Plays. I just want to thank everybody for the awesome support I got from the last few videos and helping me actually surpass 300 subs. Now on for the rules of this run of miracles only. First off, we can only use miracles for damage. Second, all shields, armor, and rings are fair play, of course. And for the third, we're just not going to use any spells or consumable buffs of any kind outside of just regular miracles. Fourth, we're not going to use any glitches or skips of any kind. Of course, 5, we must kill all bosses. So we're just going to skip right to Lordran because there are no miracles that cause damage in the tutorial section. We jump off a cliff and delete our souls that we got for killing the Asylum Demon, and then we can finally get started by picking up all the loose souls around Fireling Shrine. And once we get all the Fireling Shrine souls, we're actually going to make our way down to Blighttown using the Master Key. Now down by the first pillar, we'll actually get a good chunk of souls here. We'll cross over the swamp to get another, and then right by the bottom of the scaffolding, we'll get a third. This should give us lots of souls, but on the way back up, we're going to stop by the dragon, get ourselves another Soul of the Proud Knight, run past our little dragon friends here, and we're going to go up through the back way into Darkroot Basin. Now up here, we're actually going to get our endgame shield. As you all know, I do love my Grass shield. And now with that in hand, we're just going to make our way up through the back door of Undead Burg. Now, since we can't actually attack anybody because we don't have any miracles that attack yet, it may take a couple of tries. First things first is we're going to run through the church here, get our basement key along the way, and we're just going to have some fun running past all these enemies. Now, once we get over here, we can just jump down into our pit full of rats, and we should be able to take this pit around to get to the bridge that we need to get to. And just pay no attention to the enemies, of course. Just put up our shield, back away, heal when necessary, and then we'll just get outside. All we have to do is get past one undead soldier. So if we just block his attacks and let himself bump him... Oh yes, the rats are behind me. Didn't think of this. Didn't think that through. Okay, let's try that again. This time, we will block the rats. Alright. Oh, yes, he can just stab me from behind now. Yeah, that was a bad idea, too. Okay. Alright, let's try a different approach. This time, we're going to just kind of try to parry him and push him out of the way. But then we get blocked in by the rats, and we don't really have a way to get past them. But maybe we can push them back a little bit. No, we have more company. Okay, and even more company. Oh, that just went great. Thank you, Miyazaki. Thank you. You are the goat. Well, anyway. They say the fourth time's a charm. So this time, we're going to run past everybody, quit out by the gate. And now, we shouldn't have any aggro at all. So we should be able to easily jump down into the area with the rats. And once we get past the rats, we're going to do the same thing again. So, run past the rats, and we should be able to quit out in this corner without taking any damage. Nice and safe. Ow. Alright, now with no aggro, it's just us and the undead soldier. This shouldn't be too hard. We'll just keep walking towards him, blocking his attacks, and we should be able to walk him back just enough that we can get past him. There we go. Sweet freedom. Now we're just going to make our way down to this bonfire here and unlock this shortcut. We're going to use all of our souls to get 25 faith. It'll put a little bit into our health as well, and attunement. And with 25 faith, we can actually get our first miracle that does damage. We'll go up here to this shrine, and we'll enter the Covenant. And the Sun Bros grant us with a great gift, the Lightning Spear. Now, with the Lightning Spear equipped, we're going to test out the damage. Oh wow, that actually does a lot of damage. Now the casting time leaves a little bit to be desired, but that's fine. We can work with this. So, let's go back around and start with our bosses. First things first, to fight the Taurus Demon, we're just going to take out our two fellas up here so they don't shoot at us the entire fight. And I think we'll have enough lightning spears to spare. Now onto the Taurus Demon. Let's see how much damage we do to this fella. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Okay, this is going to be really easy actually. It'll only take about 3 or 4 of these to kill him. Alright, so my strategy here is just walk forward, draw in an attack, walk away, and just fire away. With 4 lightning spears, Taurus Demon goes down. Oh, he dropped something. I always get the good drops when I can't use them in a particular run. Anyway, we make our way back around, get our Firekeeper Soul, and a Titanite Shard, not that we need it, because we can't upgrade anything. And while we're at it, we'll get ourselves the Fap Ring. At this very moment in recording, I realize that I don't know if I've ever actually fought this fella. I usually just kick him off the ledge. But this time we took him out with some lightning. Why not? And with the Fap Ring in hand and our Estus Flask upgraded, we can move on to the first real boss. Now, we don't really need Solaire for this fight, but we do need his... we do need his Sunlight Medals. We're going to need 10 of those Sunlight Medals in order to unlock some more Lightning Spears later on. So, yeah, we're going to get him to join as many fights as we can, so we don't have to farm as many Sunlight Medals later on in this run. So, of course, the gargoyles go down. Not with much of a fight at all, because Lightning Spear is a little OP at this point. But Solaire does half the job for me, and we take them out. And with that, we get our first Sunlight Medal. And that also means we get to pull our first bell. So, we'll make our way down to the basement. Since we want to save as many lightning spears as we can, we're just going to hide behind this fire here. Now, if you just kind of kite all the enemies that way, they will gladly jump into the fire. Even the thieves here. So we just get them all out of their houses, walk them back to the fire, and just like that, free souls. Pretty easy. You can do that to the other thieves down below as well. And now on to the Capra Demon. Capra Demon, as we all know, is not very difficult. He's just a pain, because sometimes you get trapped as soon as you walk in the door. We got a little lucky this time and had some space. So once we take out the dogs, this should be an easy one-on-one fight. The problem is taking out the dogs, as we have a very long casting time, and these dogs really like to attack while we're trying to cast it. But that's okay. We'll let them fall down and we can easily take them out. And just like that, it's a one-on-one. Miracles versus Capra Demon. As you can see, the Capra Demon takes a lot of damage from this lightning spear. And that's gonna kind of be the norm for a while until we hit our damage cap. So the Capra Demon goes down. And we still have a lightning spear to spare. Nice. Now, before we go down to the depths, I definitely want some more attacks. So the first thing we're going to do is take out Pinwheel, who actually puts up a pretty good fight when you don't just run over and melee him to death. Now, that being said, there's no real danger of dying in this fight, but it is interesting to see that he actually has some attacks. Because honestly, I think this is the most damage I've ever taken in a Pinwheel fight. Alright, just just like that, Pinwheel goes down. Let's see what mask we get. Is it garbage? It's probably garbage. And hey, look, it's garbage. Anyway, we make our way down very carefully with no light source through the Tomb of the Giants. And we're going to meet up with our buddy Patches, who very nicely shows us the way to more miracle spells. Miracle spells? Anyway, now that we're down the pit, it's time to take out the guards. Once we can take out Petra's guards here, we can actually buy some spells from Petra, and we're going to need those, especially Wrath of the Gods. Now all we have to do is play it safe. All we have to do is make our way through the back door and easily take out those guards for the first time. You know, this is a zero death run, if anyone's wondering. Just letting you know. So we come through the back door, take out Petra's guards, and just like that, we can talk to Petra, and she will go back to the church in the Undead Burg. Just make sure she's alive and we didn't kill her by accident. Perfect. She is alive. Thank you, Petra. Alright, now the tricky part is getting out of here. And since we don't have the ability to warp yet, this is the only way out. I'm just going to wrap around here and dodge these big skeletons best we can. Take an arrow into the pelvis, apparently. Now once you get to the top here, and you'll see I clearly did not die on my first attempt to show everybody how to do this. There's no evidence that I died here at all. You just want to aggro these giant skeletons, which is nice and easy to do. Just do a couple of rolls around here, make your way back to the ladder, and just climb down just a little bit. They should just gleefully run right off the edge. There they go. Now you can make your way back up, take the ladder on the left, and this should lead you right back to the top. Alright, just like that, we're pretty much right back at the beginning of the area. Now once we get back to the Catacombs, safely may I add, without dying, now we have to traverse through an even worse area. So we want to take a hard left out of that area and come up through this pathway here. You totally don't die from the skeletal wheels. Just climb up this ladder here and... Oh, no, okay, maybe not. There we go. Easy. No hit run. And now that we're at the top of this ladder, all we have to do is heal and prepare for a gauntlet. Alright, in this room here, you're just going to want to get past these skeletons and jump up this first ladder. From here, you'll find yourself in this long hallway. Run right outside. A lot of people know this from the area that we normally just jump down. It's an easy way to Pinwheel, but we're going to swing back around here and go through this breakable wall to the left. You can get your Dark Moon Seance Ring down here as well. We're just going to break through this wall as well, make our way back up. At the top of this ramp, you're just going to take a right up this ladder. Heal up if you have to. And we're just going to have to get past these spiky statues. Drop into the grave. And then just like that, we're back. And there's Petra waiting for us. And we're going to buy not only Force, but we're definitely going to buy Wrath of the Gods. So once we have both equipped, let's go try out Wrath of the Gods and see how powerful it's going to be. Oh yes, this will do very nicely. Oh, it basically deletes people. I love that. Alright, on to our next boss, the Gaping Dragon. And of course we do take Solaire with us so we can get another Sunlight Medal. Gaping Drag is not too difficult though. We don't really need Solaire, again, as a fighting companion. We just need those Sunlight Medals. Because with the Lightning Spear and Wrath of the Gods on hand, Gaping Dragon is pure ease. And just like that, we have our second Sunlight Medal. Now, we could go fight Quelaag right away, but I get distracted easily, and that's why we are going to take on the Moonlight Butterfly. Don't know how I ended up here. Don't know why I took such a left turn, but here we are. Moonlight Butterfly, I mean, it's pretty easy with ranged attacks, though he can oddly dodge things randomly. Oh yes, he can attack. Sometimes I forget that. Anyway, with a couple of wads, Moonlight Butterfly goes down. And while we're at it, let's have some fun and head back to the Undead Asylum. Yes, this will definitely go over perfectly. I can feel it. There will be no issues at all. Alright, let's take on the Stray Demon. Let's see how much damage these Lightning Spears do. Oh, that's not a lot. But we should be fine. We have Wad on our side. So all we have to do is avoid all these attacks and die immediately, I guess. Okay. Let's try that again. Alright. Now that we're back in here, this should be nice and easy. This time I don't think any of the enemies followed us in. Yes, they did. Of course they did. Okay. Oh my god. This is already going bad. There we go. Now they're all gone and we... Alright, do-over. Okay. This time we got them. Alright, we just have to get rid of all these stupid mobs. Alright. Come on, Stray Demon, get rid of them for me. There we go. Okay, now it's time for the fight. I hate you, Stray Demon. Alright, one more attack. Let's try this. We have the wads. Let's unload those. Will it be enough? And that is a no. That is definitely not enough. Alright, we'll just use a Homer Bone and we'll get out of here so we don't take another death. And we'll just come back later when we have the Great Lightning Spears as well. Damn it, Miyazaki. Okay, while we're here, we might as well get the Rusted Iron Ring. Now it's time for our fight against Quelaag. Quelaag should go over pretty easily. As you can see there, if you hit her in the human part, she gets stunned and takes more damage. But we don't really need to worry about that because Lightning Spear is still pretty overpowered at this point. So just stand back and fire away. And then we see the easiest Quelaag fight ever done. Just like that. The only damage we took was from the poison from the swamp. Not too bad. And now we can ring our second bell. And, you know, while we're down here, might as well take out the Ceaseless Discharge. Since he's just free souls waiting. Alright. We get our endgame armor. And we just run past this. Oh my. Okay, that was a fluke, probably, right? Nope. Okay, he does a lot of damage. So let's get the hell out of here. Revenge, sweet revenge, sir. That's what you get for defending yourself, I guess. Wait, are we the bad guy in this game? Anyway, on our way back up, we're just gonna stop off and get ourselves another Firekeeper Soul. Definitely didn't die trying to get that the first time either. And while we're doing some side missions, let's just take out the Hydra. I've actually never fought the Hydra with ranged weapons before, and I gotta say, I love it. It's so much easier. You just stand and fire. Amazing. There we go. Now with the Hydra dead, we can get a very crucial piece of our build. And we'll come over to the summon sign and we can get ourselves a headdress that's going to increase our miracle damage, but it'll also increase the damage we take. But there's really nothing wrong with being a glass cannon. I mean, that's kind of what you do in these runs. Alright, let's see if we're strong enough to take out the stray demon now. Okay. Oh, why am I like this? Alright, while we're here, we'll finally get the peculiar doll that we forgot to get last time. And just like that, we should be able to enter the painted world. But before we can do that, we have to go through Sen's Fortress and take on the Iron Golem. Now the Iron Golem, I think, is weak to lightning, so I guess we'll find out in just a second. Alright. I'm pretty sure 10 lightning spears would be more than enough to kill the Iron Golem. Oh wow, yeah, okay, he does take a lot of damage still. That's good to see. Alright, so I guess just keep walking backwards and throwing lightning spears. Pretty straightforward fight. Feels good. Didn't get tossed off the edge this time. Now on to Anor Londo, where of course we're just gonna take out another gargoyle. And then we get to see the Painted Guardians. Everybody's favorite. I get a little frustrated with the first one and decide to just run straight over and delete him from existence. That's what you get. And the rest can just get knocked off the edge from up top with simple casting of force. Gotta say, it's pretty fun to do this. And we can also get the rest of our build here. The Ring of Firstborn, which also increase our miracles damage. So, yeah. We're pretty much at endgame build right now. Outside of just upgrading our faith a little bit more. And getting just 10 more lightning spears in our arsenal. We delete the Archery Knight, which felt great as well. And now we're going to go on to our next serious boss of the game. But first, we will get Solaire to come with us, because we want another sunlight medal. Wow. You'd swear I've been drinking. Okay, now it's time for Ornstein and Smough. Now, I don't know who's going to be weak to lightning, so I'm going to try my best to take out Ornstein first. But some things just don't go to plan. Smough's hammer takes the first lightning spear. And Ornstein, well, he just jumps out of the way. So it looks like we're taking out Smough first. Alright, with Smough down, it's time for Super Ornstein, who does not take a lot of damage. Oh, that's not good. That is not good. Alright, so red lightning spears. Let's try Wad. That's better. It's still not going to be enough, is it? No, it is not. Well, I guess we'll just let him kill us then. Alright, now let's get serious. Okay. Just run in with Wrath of Gods, and we'll take out Ornstein right away. Wow, that does a lot of damage. just like that, Ornstein goes down, and we take a hammer to the head. But Super Smough should be able to be killed with just the 10 casts of Lightning Spear. Let's find out. Luckily, I have so much experience fighting these guys, I think of Smough as nothing more than an annoying little bug. Oh yeah, this should be plenty of damage to take him out. Alright. And with one lightning spear to spare, Smough goes down. Now we can finally get our hands on the warp. Next on the docket is the Demon Fire Sage. We really want to get him out of the way, because we want to go through Seath first, because I hate that part of the game, and we might as well just get it over as fast as we can. Demon Fire Sage is literally the exact same as the Stray Demon, or the Asylum Demon. They're all the same. So we already know the moveset. We just have to not play terribly like we did against the Stray Demon, and we should be just fine. Oh, what did I just say? What did I just say? Alright, terrible playing aside, we finally take out the Demon Fire Sage. From here we can move on to the Centipede Demon. And for that fight we're also going to get Solaire to help us out. Again, not that we need the help, we just want those sunlight medals. So the Centipede Demon versus Lightning Spear is kind of a laughable boss. Goes down really with no effort. And I'm not mad about that. Okay, now we have our third Sunlight Medal. So we only have 7 to get after we run through Seath. Alright, we make our way past all this boring stuff that nobody likes. It's the worst part of the game. And along the way, we're going to take out our dear friend, Solaire, who has gone hollow, unfortunately. And you know what? I'm glad it was us, Solaire. I'm glad it was us that took you out. Better to die by the hand of a good friend than thine self. Alright, now it's time for everybody's favorite part. The Bed of Chaos. Now, because everybody has suggested in previous videos that I just do the quit out method for this, I'm actually going to try for this one. So we'll just try our first pod, and then we'll quit out. Okay. Oh, it starts you outside. Alright, we'll go back in. We'll destroy the second pod. And we'll quit out again. Alright, now it should just be an easy run right down the middle. I gotta say, guys, I thank you very much for just suggesting this through the comments. This was a lot easier than my usual method of just dying and trying over and over again. Of course, he's still going to catch us with the gender reveal fireworks, but that's fine. With the bug destroyed, we are done getting our first Lord Soul. Alright, now let's just run back here to the Chaos Bugs and get our Sunlight Medals. Okay, once we have enough, we give all 10 to the Sun Bros, and then we will receive Great Lightning Spear. Great Lightning Spear does not do a lot more damage than Lightning Spear, but it is 10 additional casts, and Lord knows we will need it. And we do everybody's most hated part of the game, actually. Let's be honest, it's not Bed of Chaos. It's having to take out Seath. Oh, Seath. the best doggo. With Sift down, it's time for the Four Kings. Now I get the bright idea of swapping out my rings for the Ring of Sun's Firstborn, thinking I'll be more powerful for the fight. Turns out it kills you. Don't know how I didn't know that. Anyway. Four Kings are a pretty easy fight, as long as you don't do something stupid like I did here, and forget that this purple thing is a boomerang. That's right. It followed me right back around. So as long as you don't make that stupid, crucial mistake that I did before, then Four Kings go down pretty easily. Just stand back, fire away. With our second Lord Soul down, we're just going to get our third by getting Seath the Scaleless. We'll get our Broken Pendant on the way so we can access the DLC as soon as we can. And Seath should go down pretty easily. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, the dragons were pretty weak to lightning. That was kind of the whole thing, right? Oh, a crab dude made it in. Huh. Not crab. Clam? Clam dude. Don't mind me. I swear there's nothing in this tea. It's just tea. Alright. And with a Great Lightning Spear to spare, Seath the Scaleless goes down. Wow, that was really easy, actually. Third Lord Soul in hand. It's time for our fourth. On to Nito. I feel like Nito should be a pretty easy fight for us. We'll just hang back here and let him come to us a little bit. And the main thing is just want to avoid that grab. That, not gonna lie, got me a couple times in this fight. Not proud of that, but it happened. And with Wad in hand, we can take out the mobs nice and easily. Nito does take some pretty significant damage to the Great Lightning Spear, so it's not all that tough. Just stand back, fire away, and dodge this grab that he gets me with yet again. Yes, don't do what I do. Play good. Get good. Don't be like me and be terrible. There we go. So now that I've almost died, one last wad takes everybody out. And now we have all 4 Lord Souls. So what's next from here? Why, Gwendolyn, of course. Everybody loves Gwendolyn. It's not a super annoying fight at all. Oh yeah. Yeah, I forgot how much damage those things do. Huh. Oh well. Oh, I forgot how much damage those do too. Damn it, Gwendolyn. You're supposed to be an easy boss. I mean, Gwendolyn is an easy boss. I'm just trash. Bottom of the barrel here, guys. Bottom of the barrel. That's how we do it, Goomba Plays. Now on to Priscilla, who goes down really easily, actually. Great Lightning Spear does massive damage, and in her invisible state, we can just hit her with Wad when we know she's close. Huh, I think she's close. Hit her with the Wad, hit her with it again, and just like that, Priscilla goes down. I guess that's it. It's time for the DLC. Alright, first up is the Sanctuary Guardian. Sanctuary Guardian is a pretty easy boss all around. Ooh, he apparently will trade off lightning attacks with you though. And it looks like lightning doesn't do the most damage to him. Neither does Wad. Alright. Maybe the DLC won't be as easy as I thought it would be, because so far miracles are pretty overpowered. Sanctuary Guardian puts up a pretty good fight in this playthrough. And he can stun me at just the right time, right before I fire off my lightning spears. But with determination, stubbornness, eventually, the Sanctuary Guardian can go down. Alright, on to Artorias. Artorias, my first playthrough, he felt like the hardest boss in the game. I realize now how wrong I was. Oh, I was wrong. Artorias is a fun fight. He can be challenging. As long as you take your time and learn the attacks. It just takes patience. Just a little bit of patience. And maybe a death or two. Maybe a death or two. Either way, Artorias, though challenging, is still a very fun fight. He can get a little frustrating sometimes, but again, as long as you're patient and you wait for the proper times to attack, you should be fine. Or you can do what I do and attack at the worst possible times. I don't suggest that though. A couple of great lightning spears while he's powering up. Definitely want to use Wad when he's nearby. And with a couple more Wad attacks, or maybe just one, Artorias goes down. Now time for the actual toughest boss of the game, in my opinion. This damn dragon Kalameet. Not a fan of Kalameet. His hitboxes are ridiculous. But he's not that tough. More intimidating than anything, really. It's another boss where patience leads to perseverance. But then, you know, those crazy hitboxes. Those god-awful hitboxes. It's definitely not a skill issue at all. No, it's the hitboxes. Could I be wrong? No. It's the hitboxes who are wrong. Kalameet takes this out quite a few times, but after enough trial and error and finding just the right moments to cast Lightning Spear, eventually Kalameet does go down. But not before one last bitch slap. There, stay down. Damn Kalameet. Alright, now it's time for a real tough boss. Good old Manus, Father of the Abyss. This fight, I kind of surprised myself, so I'm just going to hang back and let it happen. crap. Did that actually happen? Yes, it did. Manus was taken down. My first attempt on miracles only. I know, guys. I know, it's shocking. I actually did good for once. Now time to end this journey. The good old Lord of Cinder, Gwyn. As you can see, Gwyn takes a lot of damage from Wrath of the Gods. So all we really have to do is get a few of those off, parry his attacks, and use the Great Lightning Spear. Now, I don't do that, though. In fact, I keep missing those parries over and over again. And I even get grabbed once. And I was not proud of that moment. But fully determined, I pressed on. Starting off the fight with the wad attacks, just like we planned. Tanking through some of the important hits. We finally get the parries down. And deliver those Great Lightning Spears as we back away, making sure he doesn't grab us in the midst of firing one off. With one final parry, Gwyn goes down. And just like that, we've beaten Dark Souls Remastered with miracles only. If you enjoyed the video today, please hit like and subscribe. And if you want to see me play any other games or take on any other challenges, please just let me know in the comments. I thank everybody for joining me today, and thank you for the support you've been showing lately. I hope you all have an amazing day, and try not to go hollow out there.